Street art is becoming more and more a mass phenomenon and fashionable. This movement once was considered underground and completely snubbed by the art world. Today it is almost on a mainstream level. The unknown and extravagant street artists have become celebrities. Street art is now sold and exposed all over the world. Urban Masters in London is one of the most important exhibitions of 2012 dedicated to street art. Jean-David Malat, art dealer and creator of the exhibition, is one of the leading traders of street art in the world.
London is a place for street art, definitely. You know, there is a real bug about street art. You know, it's people they really appreciate and they really understand, and there is a real demand for that as well. You know, and it's a movement of the 21st century, so it's becoming huge. You know, and the collectors are really into that movement now. So yes, the whole idea now is to take some of the street artists and to put them on the top of the markets, which are starting to happen now.
Hello. Hello.
Street art was basically on the wall. And now it's funny to see that street art is becoming in a luxury gallery and on the wall of collectors. You know, even some art collectors ask us directly to have some street artists to come to their house and doing street art on the wall. So that's funny, you know, in the inside of the house. So that has happened a few times already, you know. So yes, just the street art movement is make people really exciting about it.
In the heart of London's Bond Street, the most prestigious street in the UK for buying and selling art, is Opera Gallery, a well-established gallery among the top specialised in street art. Jean-David Malat, director of the gallery, is convinced that street art is destined to become a gold mine.
Sympa ça. C'est fait avec 9000 petits soldats en plastique.
9000
Ouais, c'est une pièce extraordinaire. C'est un artiste qui s'appelle Joe Black.
I sell street art to a young collector. I sold a piece to a grandmother. She was 78 years old. I had the guy from U2, Bono, who came with his two children. You know, so it's just like there is no rules. You know, everyone buys street art because there is really something. You know, last century you had the pop art, which was big and is still big now. And the price of pop art is huge, you know, when you look at Warhol or Wesselmann in auction. I think in few years' time, street art will be what pop art is today. Street art is visible, still very visible all over London, especially in East London at the moment, which is amazing.
Didn't get arrested.
And there you are. Here. It's a great piece by Banksy.
That is like a plexiglass, you know, that's a plexiglass just to protect that it's not be destroyed by other people, you know, vandalism. That one is so open to everyone to come and to make a graffiti or to make a joke. Look, the guy next one, he make a joke so that he could do it here, and you know, after you destroy the whole piece. So I think it's much better like that. I think really the street art
went out of the market, you know, because I will say because of Banksy. He's amazing. He's unique. He's everything. What he's doing, the whole concept of Banksy is amazing. You know, so I think he's the guy who really pushed the street art on the eyes of everyone. And you can see, you know, if an artist is doing a graffiti in the streets, people will say, "Oh, is that Banksy?" You know what I mean. It's always the name will come back all the time.
Thanks to Banksy's fame, the interest in street art has broken through the roof. In the last couple of years, it has become a real tourist attraction. Thousands of people come every month to London to see the works of their idols. Richard Howard-Griffin is one of the pioneers in the city for this new business. He offers 4 guided tours a week.
I'll talk about Banksy a lot.
When people think about street art, all they think about is Banksy. But now street art's proliferating, street art's becoming more global, street art's becoming more sophisticated. Those notions, this Banksy paradigm is slowly melting away. Take London, you know, there are walls going up everywhere, like all around London all the time. Like artists are out in the streets painting every day. And it's almost like the artists are directly communicating with the public, you know, there's no middleman, there's less kind of interference, you know, at the moment.
He did this as a 3D piece. So he was trying to make it like 3D.
I just keep doing what I need to do with my artwork, and I've seen it go from nothing to something, and if it goes back to nothing, it wouldn't make any difference to me. When I paint on canvas, it's a different thing, you know. I mean, painting on the street it's public, it's always going to be different. So I'm fine with paintings on canvas becoming objects that sell and end up in people's homes. That's not a problem for me, but my canvases sometimes sell for money, but when I paint on the street, it's for free. I do it, it's for the people, it's just to be part of the whole, to keep on that kind of street level, I guess.
So, what is the point of bringing street art to galleries when it works so well in the streets?
The problem with street art, the real street art, it doesn't stay. It's ephemeral, you know, it's just for a while. So it's a shame, you know, if you have a beautiful piece made on the wall outside and you think it's going to be there just for a few months, few years, and after it will go with the time, the weather, and you know, it's a shame. So I think it's why now it's important that street art it's coming into galleries and on canvas or on wood support or whatever. I think it's the next step. Yeah, it's because now it's becoming more a business as well. You know, it's a business. It's true. You know, it is, but it's a business that work well.
Street art's going to become mainstream. It's going to become like skateboarding, it's going to become like snowboarding, it's going to become like punk. But it's just going to evolve. So as the years go on and street art becomes more embedded in the mainstream, whatever that is, I think the amount of interference between the public, you know, this kind of static white noise between artists and public will increase, and I think that'll be a bad thing. But at the moment, it's I think London's really, really perfect for street art right now because it's, you know, there are lots of people participating in it and enjoying it.